Hey guys, what's going on? It's Block Bull right about now, bringing you the latest episode to the channel. Now, today we're going to take a look at XYN as we do aim an eye for a breakout in the next sort of 24, 48 hours. I do believe we could see a breakout very, very soon as we do dive into the charts. However, before we do dive into the charts, we do have the crypto bubble. So VRA, which is Veracity, which has the patent in China, America, and Europe for proof of view. So they are a utility token still under 20 million market cap. So this is a massive opportunity, guys. Everybody in the Discord as well, shout out to all the block bulls over there. We are doing some absolute numbers right about now. So we have got the rest of the crypto bubbles up as well. We've got Millennia up 7.1%. We've also got Sol up 7%. So those are the two other biggest gainers on this particular day. XYN is down ever so slightly, 0.4%. You can just about see the crypto bulls, but not to fret. This is XYN, ladies and gentlemen. This is looking really good. Now, as you can see up here, this is a 2-hour time frame. So these are all 2-hour candles. And this is the smaller sort of bull pennant playing out inside the macro bullish flag. Okay, so it's looking really good now. So I have made a strong case for XYN looking to break out from today or as early as tomorrow. So this is looking very, very bullish indeed. So you can see here, this is a sort of 2-hour close here. This body of the candle, and you can see the body of this candle as well. So I'm just going to get a little highlight here going on here. So this is the highest close. We've got another close there as well. And then what's happened here is you can see we've had a breakout to the upside. This is potentially what is playing out, or this is exactly what the 2-hour time frame is stipulating, ladies and gentlemen. Got a 2-hour breakout there, and that happened yesterday. In fact, that wasn't yesterday. That was Wednesday, the 23rd of April. So that was just over a week ago. So a week ago, we got the breakout and been in a slow grind down to the downside. We've fallen back inside this sort of symmetrical triangle, if you will, little pop, and then we've been pinballing around. So there's been very little volume, which is needed in order to create this chart pattern, so not to fret. However, you can see here where this sort of technical analysis is coming in now. Well, this is literally going to the wire now, guys. So tomorrow, this is stipulating Friday. Friday could be our breakout day. Okay, so again, we're hours away now, guys. Yeah. So it's not long now before XYN Onyx coin does see a breakout. Now, worst case scenario, I can alter these charts. For example, we could begin to use the wicks up here. And what we could do is on this top trend line as well, we could begin to account for these sort of 2-hour closes as well. So ultimately, what we could do is we could stretch it out a tad longer. And you know what? We could bring it to around there. But either way, guys, it's not going to make a hell of a lot of difference. Because like I say, this is 2-hour time frame. Worst case scenario, you're probably going into Sunday. So Sunday, Monday. Sunday, the market's usually down anyway. Usually see a little bit of a pullback as volume dries up. And then Monday, you get going again. So I would certainly say over the next few days anyway, Onyx coin is going to move in a big way. We are currently printing a bull pennant. So anytime a bull pennant does sort of print out, usually we see this is usually the sort of first typical move that you see coming out of a bull pennant, which is usually the sort of flagpole of this pennant. Okay, so you get a flagpole and you plant that from the breakout. So we don't know if it's going to break out today, guys, or we don't know if it's going to take until Sunday where we get to the apex and plant it from there. But certainly we're going to be looking at getting up to those sort of 6-7 cent figures initially. I do expect continuation once we do hit sort of 6-7 cent. We could see 6-7 cent, and then we may get a retest of this previous high. So this is post US election highs, which is absolutely pivotal. And this is what we talk about a lot of the time in the crypto Discord with the rest of the block bulls, guys. So if you guys want to join up, you can easily sign up there. The link is down below in the description. theblockbulls.com. We'd like to see you over it there. But ultimately, what I'd be looking at doing now is breaking out, like I say, over the next couple of days. Sooner the better. Maybe get a run up there. And again, a sort of mini sort of retest. And then what we want to do is get all the way up to sort of 30 cents. So this is our sort of first sort of target. We probably will run into a little bit of resistance as well around the sort of 18 cent area. The reason being is we do have the all-time high. So highs are very, very important and laws are also important in bear markets. But right now we are moving into a bull market as Bitcoin sort of reclaims sort of 96,000. Where's Bitcoin trading now? Yeah, 96,000. So Bitcoin's going to be back at six digits ever so soon. It's going to be back at $100,000 very, very soon, guys. But ultimately, we are looking at getting up to 30 about 29, 30 cents. And the reason being is because these are around the fib targets. Again, guys, let's have a look. These are smaller fib targets on the micro from the sort of move around here. Whoop, there we go. It's not letting me click off there. Ah, there we go. So around there, again, just for illustration purposes, there we go. So these are the sort of micro. So this is going to be the sort of wave 3, and I'm going to plot the Elliott wave. So this is our target up here, 30 cent. But like I said, we're probably going to run into a bit of resistance around 18 cent before we get a sort of maybe a wick or a spike. So it's very important that you're planting and plotting on the exchanges your sell orders, because if not, there is a good chance that you may miss a sell entry. You may be left holding the bag before we do take a sort of miniature correction in order to go higher later on in the market, guys. But that's sort of my take on the markets. Now, what we'll do is we will plot the extensions here. So this is going to be the Elliott wave. So you guys have seen this before. If you guys are already subscribed to the channel, you've probably seen what's gone on before. So you get the macro 1. We've got the 2 here, and this is all this move here, this bull pennant here, this next flagpole that's going to move us into sort of 6 cent area. This is all going to be part of wave 3. Again, we've got to penetrate this upper yellow line, which is the all-time high there. So we'll probably run into a bit of resistance there, maybe stall out a little bit, and then eventually get up to around that sort of 30 cent at wave 3. So that's how I see XCM playing out. So it's very, very positive indeed, guys. But what it does require right now is your patience. So as long as you can sit on your hands now and be patient, because the last thing you want to be doing now is chasing sort of green candles. Yeah, there's plenty of green bubbles out there. So let's say, for example, even if we just go over to one of these, there's plenty of green bubbles. You don't want to be chasing all these green bubbles right now and, you know, messing with your portfolio. You've just got to wait your turn, because if you don't and you start running into these and start buying up these cryptos that are already up massively, say up like 40%, you're going to get stung because there's a high chance of retracement, guys. So just be very careful out there. Know what you hold. We've got XCN. We've got XCN on the radar. So you know what? We're all staking as well. Discord members are staking. Some of us are trading like myself. I've got 20% of XCN just floating around, ready to sort of trade in and out of the markets. Like, for example, I may take partial profits around 6-7 cents, wait for a small sort of retrace. We might even get a retracement to this sort of daily close here around sort of 3.5 cents. So I do see sort of 6-7 cent, maybe a slight retraction and a correction somewhere between sort of 3.5 cent all the way up to just shy of 5 cent. So let's just highlight that more clearly. So in this sort of section, we could see this. And if I drag that out there, like I said, you could see this coming up there, topping out sort of 6-7 cent. I'll tell you what, let's just get this up. So you could make a big move up here, and then what I'm saying is we'll probably we could retrace ever so slightly before we continue moving to the upside. Okay, guys, as part of that bigger wave 3 Elliott wave structure that I was showing you guys. Anyway, I hope that helps. Hopefully, we see some of you guys in the crypto Discord as well. It would be great to see some of you guys on the journey to generational wealth, like the rest of us in that Discord. Okay, guys, all metrics as well, crypto AI metrics. We've got myself in there. We've got all the targets plotted as well for the whole entire watch list here, which we will be collating over the coming days, weeks, etc. And we do have special requests as well. So if you guys want crypto targets, you can request those over in the crypto Discord. Anyway, guys, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. Do what you got to do. As always, I've been a Blockbull. Until next time, the Blockbull is over and out.